United States government, and that aircraft continues to perform a very vital mission around the globe. The C-5 that I mentioned has an entirely new glass cockpit and the incorporation of the latest technology in engines, so that it is another great example. And I could go on. I mean, there's many. We're doing considerable research and development in our skunk works. The skunk works is in Palmdale, California, which has the heritage where many of the great technological innovations in aerospace were developed over the past 60 years. And much of this is classified work, and what I would say is the creativity, innovation, and resourcefulness of the skunk works is alive and well, and we continue to achieve great success in developing capabilities for the United States and other nations.
What kind of association your markets?
Well, we pride ourselves in two regards. One, we have had the opportunity for sales and continued support of our products, both fighter aircraft and air mobility or airlift aircraft throughout the world, and including Asia, both Southeast Asia and South Asia, and we've had also, as a part of that, the opportunity to engage with various companies and other institutions in those nations to build what I'll call industrial or strategic partnerships, and so those have proved to be very effective, and we've been about that for decades. More recently, we have engaged in India, and we are very actively engaged with the Indian government, and specifically various industries, companies, to develop similar industrial partnerships, such as we have experienced successfully around the world. And I would say that we're on a very good path to moving to a new level. We are committed. I mean, I personally and our company believes India is a very important geographic region and area that is vital to our future, and we are committed to building again very strong connections industrially that will be of mutual benefit, not just to our company, but that will be a two-way flow. So we're embarking on this, or have been about it for a handful of years now, and achieved some reasonable success. So very pleased with that.
Would like to briefly outline the history and track record of Lockheed Martin Aeronautics since its inception, as also the company's association with India. You spoke something about it, right, and the Indian aerospace industry.
Okay. Well, some of this actually, I'm going to refer to some notes here, because some of it actually predates me personally. Here it is. I found it. Dating back to 1948, the B-24 Liberator was one of the first aircraft. The Lockheed Hudson, the Super Constellation, and the Vultee Vengeance, consolidated Vultee, was one of the earlier companies that emerged and became part of what's now known as Lockheed Martin Aeronautics. Also, civil aircraft, again, the Constellation, which is in both the basic and the Super Connie configurations, are two of the most aerodynamically impressive aircraft I think that have ever been built. The Lockheed TriStar, which was one of the venerable wide-body aircraft early, has been operated by Air India, and Stinson Model A, way back in 1941 vintage, operated by Tata Airlines. So there's quite a history there, and we're building new history. we're proceeding with the C-130 program that we're quite proud of, and looking forward to delivery of the first aircraft to the Indian Air Force.
Lockheed Martin is one of the front runners for the Indian MMRCA contract. What do you think about the stand or chances of winning the contract?
Well, we take nothing for granted, but we believe we have very good chances. We're certain the F-16 is an ideal fit to the needs and requirements of the Indian Air Force. We've tailored the configuration that we refer to as the F-16IN very specifically so that it matches exactly the capabilities that the Indian Air Force needs. We've had the opportunity to perform or take the aircraft to perform in the in-country trials for several weeks in India and other locations to demonstrate the specific capabilities, and in our opinion the F-16 performed quite well and was quite effective in demonstrating that it can meet or surpass all Indian Air Force requirements. And again, this is a very special and tailored capability that no one else in the world has. We've specifically designed this aircraft for the Indian Air Force, and again, it's not just an idea. We've actually demonstrated the physical aircraft and flown by Indian Air Force pilots. And so, they are the ones that can best attest to that. But I'm very confident that they would those that conducted the flight evaluation would confirm that this is a very fine aircraft and well matched to their requirements. There are many other factors, and including the commercial proposal, which we're on path to update at the request of the Indian government, and we're taking a very forward-leaning position to be responsive to all the requirements that are demanded within the commercial proposal. So, we'll see how this wins, but we will continue to support the Indian government in this evaluation. We certainly want to be selected and value the relationship with India very highly.
There has been a kind of debates for single-engine fighters versus twin-engine fighter. How do you address this fundamental issue?
This actually is no longer an issue in fighter aircraft because of the F-16, which has demonstrated a remarkable safety record. Because of the durability and reliability of the engines in the F-16, the safety record of that aircraft is comparable to multi-engine aircraft. It's reliability of the engine is no longer a relevant consideration, and it provides the advantage. There's an economic advantage of a single-engine aircraft that a two-engine aircraft does not have, and which is the reason that for the next generation aircraft, the same thing is holding true within the United States. The F-35 is a single-engine aircraft and selected by not just the United States Air Force, but the United States Navy, operating off of carrier operations, and the Marines with the short takeoff, vertical landing configuration. They're very confident in the durability and reliability of the engine. So, again, the long and the short of it, safety performance of an aircraft is more a function of safe flight operations and discipline of the pilot force and the Air Force practices, safety practices, and really has much less to do with the specific safety of the aircraft, because all aircraft today, and the F-16 is a preeminent example, are designed inherently safe and very safe to operate by pilots in all conditions.
At what stage of the ongoing development and production program could the F-35 be offered to India? Would this offer be irrespective of the outcome of MMRCA deal?
Well, again, We believe all air forces will be making transitions toward fifth generation aircraft at the earliest opportunity. That will be at different times for different air forces, dependent upon their specific threats and their force structure recapitalization. So, obviously cannot speak for the governments. At the right point, we're certain that the United States government and the Indian government, would take the appropriate discussions and decisions, and when specifically that might happen in the future. Again, I won't speculate on that, but I would be confident that that type of transition would occur sometime in the future. MMRCA, we think that there is an immediate. Our understanding is there's an immediate need to recapitalize the force by the Indian Air Force. So we understand and respect the need and necessity for the Indian Air Force to recapitalize with an advanced fourth generation aircraft as soon as possible, and we believe the F-16 is the best choice for that. An added advantage of the F-16 is that because Lockheed Martin is the prime contractor for both the F-35 and the F-16, that will lead to a very logical and seamless transition from one generation to the next.